Good Tuesday morning. Ira Epstein with your Tuesday morning flash video. And this is for Tuesday, as I said, February 9th, 2021, time 8:25 a.m. Central Time. So we're starting off today with a bit of red on the top lines here. You can see all the stock indices are slightly lower. We're down also in most of the energies. You were 5 days over the upper Bollinger Band in a row in both Brent and WTI. Getting to a sixth is often very difficult. The odds are, the way that I count, 0 probability of that happening. Doesn't mean I'll be right, okay? But generally they close under the Bollinger Band no later than after the 5th day in the futures. You can extend that in ETFs and spiders. We're looking at the metals a little bit better. Dollar index down at the expense of some of the currencies, not all of them. You've got a mixed bag here, and that's because we're getting up to resistance points in the currencies, be it upper Bollinger Bands or 18-day average of closes, and down to support in the dollar index. So a correction, yes. A trend change, don't know. Then we're getting a little bit of a bounce in the bonds and notes. Remember that we have Fed Chair Powell speaking tomorrow, and he'll be asked questions about this. Today we're going to get the all-important grain report, the ending stocks report. And speaking of that, we had the NFIB Small Business Optimism Index come out at 95. The prior was 95.9. The estimate was 96.5, so that's a pretty big miss, and that's 3 months in a row that this index has been falling. Red Group sales, if we take a look at this, down 2.5% the first week of February compared to a year ago time frames. Okay, up a little bit. Remember, this cold weather can't be helping going outside. I haven't gone out in 4 days, so I know that. Chicago, by the way, we are not going to get over 17. I was just looking 17 to 18 in the city for another 8 or 9 days. Wow. And nighttime lows, we're zeros. USDA grain stocks comes out, I think, at 11. The trial of former President Trump begins today, but it's going to be more of a debate day as to the constitutionality of holding this. At the end of the day, a majority vote, that's all it takes, is to go ahead with the trial. I think that will happen. It takes a 2/3 vote in the Senate to find the president guilty. That's where the difficulty will be. The German Stats Office, Decitus, came out today. They reported exports rose 0.1% in December from November versus an expected increase of 0.5. So not, well, was that an increase? Let me step back here. A decrease, that's what I thought. A decrease of 0.5. I knew that sounded better. And imports they fell 0.1. So they're doing better there. Their trade surplus came in at 1.6 billion euro versus an expected 1.65 billion euro. So when we put it all together, you get an interesting day. Starting off, it's a Tuesday. Now, you had a strong up day and Monday on stock indices. Getting a Tuesday reversal for a good part of the day often plays in. How it finishes doesn't have to be a down day there. It's how the day spends a good part of the day trying to break, and that's happening early on. I want to remind you that if you don't know about this part, which is our, right here, our guide to technical indicators. You know, at the end of every day, I talk about all these different indicators. Well, we have guides, volumes 1 and 2, put together with our good friends at Modern Trader from Futures Magazine. And through this, what goes on is they've helped put together a 23-page booklet for about each of them with graphics, full explanation of how these work. It's a great primer tool. There's nothing to replace the charting courses that I offer. And folks, I am hard at work on my enhanced part of the slow stochastics right now, which I've begun recording actually. So we'll be working on that. How do you get all this though at this point? Just go to our website. Under free offers, it's there. The best thing you can do is call my staff. They'll get you set up, and all the free offers you want, they'll be with you, I don't know, 5 minutes. That's pretty short time, right? They'll be sending it to you by email with the links and all. I'm Ira Epstein. I'll see you at the end of the day with our market wrap-ups. You have a great trading day.